long as Jesus Christ liveth and His Spirit is alive, by His mercy, this year will be glorious for us. Amen. I mean, the year is too late for somebody. Oh. At least September, October, November, December. There's nothing God can do no good. The maximum I saw was Isaac. Isaac was too long. It was a year. He said that year that he sowed, God bless him. He was great. He went forward. He grew until he became very great. He has possession of cars, houses, businesses, and a whole nation every day. So we are seeing this year. If it is a year, we are seeing a year. So I'm still expecting great blessing of God this year. Hello, hello. So I know that by the end of this year, God will bless me mightily.
Amen. By the end of this year, God will bless me mightily.
I've sowed this year in fasting, prayers, giving, and things that are helping me. I've sowed this year. So this year, God has to bless us, to was great, amen, to go forward, amen, and we shall become exceedingly great. Amen. So there's nothing God can still not do except God can lie. If it is months, 1 Samuel chapter 6, I mean 2 Samuel chapter 6 talks about that one of Isaac is Genesis what? Genesis is Godolo, the book of Isaac. Genesis is Genesis is your family Genesis is not the book of Isaac. Read Genesis. Àti bí dènà náà lè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀kọ́ wò sọ ìkọ́ni sá ìdílé sísè sá lọ́dún kò máa ń ṣe. Yẹmi Genesis gbọ́ lọ́dún kò máa ń ṣe pé 26 When there was a famine in the land, Isaac inquired of the Lord, where should I go? Because when the famine was affecting my father Abraham, he ran to Egypt. And God appeared to Isaac and said, don't go to Egypt like your father. Don't go to where famine affects, where your father has a problem. Don't use somebody's problem, somebody's solution, somebody's steps, somebody's idea, somebody's vision to manage your own life. That's the only point I bring out there. Don't use somebody's life as a yardstick for your life. You go work for Taiwo.
Can never work for Taiwo.
Thank you, ma. Can never work for Kende. That is why I've seen whether Kende has a senator in Ekiti and Taiwo is a beggar. Kende has been a senator like a rep 2 times, senator 2 times, and Kende na beggar. Now he build house for them. Senator. Somebody might just secondary school, the first sex might carry pregnancy. I don't even know again in our town. God this one go there, they work for our town. They get pregnant. Fear one day they just pack their load and go. You know them now. One of the girls that was fornicating with them discovered that she's pregnant from one of them. They have gone all those cat party. She went to the doctor. Doctor said that triplets inside. 3 babies. She has to abort the 3 babies. And she did the papa. He go back for Mala. The Mala way you don't know. Make bastard, no more plenty for town. And I know somebody who is a spiritual singer, born again, holy, mountain person, fast, pray, see vision, husband, pastor, son of a pastor, who married at the age of 22 and never gave birth to a child until the age of 50 years. We met at Oloke there. That if not that the husband is a pastor, People don't present everybody any answer. 28 good years, no single child. The husband, son of a pastor, the wife, na born again, na virgin. The way God has written your own is different from the way God writes my own. Dr. Lukoya never see any girl pants since he was born till the day he married. He never see any another girl pant except you spread her outside where sun dey shine. Say this one na girl pant. He don't know how private woman of a woman be except he see one girl dey bath outside till he married. The wife na born again from the womb. Parent, born again, everything. Olukoya father, na pastor. Two of them, na virgin. Virgin, oh, I know the first day Olukoya marry his wife to do sex. They go, they ask themselves, how they do it? Two of them are virgin. For the first 15 years, no baby. And Olukoya started fasting and prayer till the age of 12 years. 12. He has started fasting and prayer. Start at least 3 days since the age of 12 years. And you hear say Adebo dey marry at the age of 25 years, his wife less than 18 years. First they marry, they get pregnant. They give birth to 5 children. So at the age of 30 years, the wife just not born to him. She just not born. At the age of 30 years, she has stopped giving birth to children. So mama is now 60-something years. So she has stopped giving birth to children more than 30-something years ago. And there is a man, he's an age mate with the father of my wife. Na age mate, na friend dem be. Age mate. They gave birth to my wife early 80s. At least almost 40 years now. In papa friend, age mate, just gave birth to baby I think like 5 years ago. First child. So the grandchild of his age mate is older than
no, the child of the child of the
it's older. That's not for you. Father never said one woman was coming to him, pray. He no give back until the mama reached the age of 55 years. Give back to the first child. And at the age of 55 years, no more child. Like 8 years after, mama got pregnant again. At the age of 60, something like that, 62. Gave back to another one. Pastor, they were not saying, he now asked God, why you give back baby at old age? Why you not people allow her to give back to the three between the age of 55 to 60? God told Pastor Adeboye, he said, because I know the mama will become too old very soon. She will not be able to take out the junior one. That's why he delayed so that the senior one can take out the junior one. She can have. God told Daisy, don't go to where your father, don't use the yardstick of your father to judge your journey. Somebody has been looking for the fruit of the womb for years. Got pregnant. She went to a program, claimed decree, got pregnant. Went to the doctor after 2 months. They said, I want baby there. No, after 3 months. They said, I want baby there. He said, no. Say now twins. Pastor decree. He claimed. Say it's supposed to be twins. It cannot be one. Doctor said, now only one. They went to see different scan. Scan said, now only one. He said, no. Now two he claimed. 9 months after, she gave birth to a baby. Some days later, they said she's sick. They rushed her to hospital, testing up and down. They don't know what happened. Her doctor was testing up and down. What happened? What happened to this man? This and that. Before they know what is happening, they say her baby doesn't go down. They went to go and test. They rushed her to the room. Maybe they will do operation. Baby came out. So the senior brother took 3 months from junior brother. It was then God now spoke that because she claimed that it was twins, that is why he now sent the second one. So the second one now stayed there. So the senior brother had come after his his own 9 months reach, did you know brother come? His own 9 months reach. Somebody was looking for the fruit of the womb. God Almighty. God is great. No child. Suddenly they pray for her. She got pregnant. They said the pregnancy entered to ectopic pregnancy. They have to go and operate. So they operated. They took the baby out. You know when they entered the fallopian tube. So they took the baby out. And doctor warned the husband, don't want her to die for the next 6 months. No sex at all. And you know the problem behind. No sex at all. After 4 months, the wife was terribly sick. They rushed her to hospital, treated her, and they don't know what happened. At the end of the day, they have tested everywhere, no solution. Doctor not telling me run the general test. And doctor come up to the husband that your wife is pregnant of 3 months. The husband said, no. But they say 6 months, no sex. So for the past 4 months, there has been no sex. So how come? And it is my president, they do operation, flush the womb, remove the fallopian tube and flush the womb. So how come? He said his pregnancy is 4 months. He said, but I trust my wife, let us wait and see. The wife gave back to twins after 9 months, no sex. And you know that kind of shy, it's as if the husband said, when we started this workers meeting, I told you what to do. First thing we read that day was Acts chapter 9. Majority of people were there. God spoke to Paul alone. Majority of them were good, and God appeared. Only Paul saw. We are still going there later in future. He gave me the message about 5 years ago. Have you come across Jesus? If you have met Jesus, do you know Jesus? Many people met Jesus, but they don't know Jesus. The day he revealed to me, I was shocked. Many has met Jesus, but they don't know Jesus. That's why many people see visions. Visions. True vision of their life. What they will become in life. What God wanted to use them for in life. They saw it clearly. But because they don't know Jesus, that is why they don't pursue the vision of Jesus for their life. That was why you know that Jesus appeared to Paul. Jesus didn't say anything. He just appeared. It was Paul that said, Jesus, what do you want me to do for you? He knows him. He knows him. But when you don't know Jesus, if you know you meet Jesus, you will still go and be asking people questions. It is then, if there's anything, you forget about that vision. If you have not met Jesus, if you don't know Jesus, if you have met Jesus, you don't know Jesus, you will only be looking at what people will do for you. Any mistake, you will not be able to forget about the vision and stand on the mistake and go away. But if you have met Jesus, you will be able to speak like Paul. Romans chapter 8. He said, can anything separate me from the love of Christ? I met him myself. Can anything separate me from the love of Christ? He said what? Not hunger, no rags, no nakedness, Abi, not lack, not scarcity, not mountain, not valley, not any circumstances, not abuse from pastor, not anything. He said not even angels. Is there? Are you there? Yes. Read it for me if you are there. I said Romans chapter 8. This one you are good that is doing shasha. Hey, madam. Hello. Are you praying? This one that is doing young boy every day. Anybody? Any woman that wish that your husband should sleep with her. That 2 prayer point a day. 1. It's either make him reach there, make body no move. Or if you want the secret to be exposed, as soon as he climb the woman go dey die. No. So now from police station they go come to say your area. That was good now. You go to police station, but you go tell me say you no dey do anything. How come you can't reach police station? That was good. I will tell you that personal prayer. I like that personal prayer. Oh yeah, that's what check gbọ́ àbí bó fẹ́ bó kọ̀ wàhálà ìpọ́njú kọjá ìmọ̀ àsọ̀rọ̀ lè lórí òkú dẹ́kun àti ìdẹ́bi tó mọ̀ lọ. Is it suffering? In other words, in the journey of the ministry, there must be suffering. Is it suffering? Is it? Kí ni òyìnbó nínú bí nínú? Persecution. Whether you like it or not, for your persecution will start from the members of your church, among the ministers, among the workers. Once you are able to shine above other ministers, I can tell you that one from reveal. And Oriental Abel the pastor that goes here. One day, they said, when they attacked the pastor, they wanted to kill him, they wanted to kill the wife. That God, I've told you so that God told me to go there. You remember? That's why I was somewhere, God showed me that actually was in darkness. As I entered, light entered. So they have attacked him, attacked the wife. We prayed, and I'm telling him, let's go to the mountain to go and pray. Say, hey, God did the valley, God did the mountain, then we come, Pastor Iwo did not go to the mountain, this and that. I look at him and laugh. The reason why I seem so hot, sir, if somebody have told you something before, take this point. Anybody that is always angry talking to you, attacking you, for the betterment of your life, study that person. If that person's life is better than you, he is the person that loves you most, because he wants you to be higher like him. But if it's somebody that you are better than, it's jealousy. Do you understand that analysis?
Yes.
If your life is better than someone, that person always attacking you, it's jealousy. Run away. But if the person if the life of that person is better than your own, always attacking you, talking to you, do this, do this, do this, is the person that loves you most, because he wants you to go higher. At the end of the day, you know, the review pastor, they are very proud. They are nothing. But I back on that door, only to buy the go, you only 20. You bring it to go. One day called me, say, not that I want to follow you to the mountain. I'm just looking for where I will read one book. I can't live at the Oyo. We go to the mountain. And that mountain, we first of all stand and pray for 9 hours. I'm standing. See what all the people wrong. We start prayer by 9 a.m. Tó bá yá, ẹ parí ní 5 nírọ̀lẹ́. But tí ó bá yá, tó máa tó kọ̀ bí 7 lálẹ́ kẹ́ tó parí. Láti àárọ̀ ìwà lórí ìwé máa gbàdúrà. Wà á kọ́kọ́ ẹ wá lọ relax. Wọ́n ti da 11 wọn á tún lo aago. Ẹ gbàdúrà láti 11 p.m. lálẹ́ dá 7 láàárọ̀. Ẹ tó rest. Tó bá tún da 11 a.m. láàárọ̀ wọn á tún lo aago. Ẹ tó gbàdúrà láti 11 yẹn tí da 7 alẹ́ ọjọ́ mẹ́ta ni. Ọjọ́ mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta yóò lè gbàdúrà ara rẹ̀. Gbàdúrà ti délé wà ti dàda fìdá. Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn akọ́kọ́ wà láti dé. Wọ́n tí mo máa ń ṣe wọ̀nwọ̀nwọ̀n. Ó máa wù nǹkan yìí gbogbo èèyàn dáa tí mo máa ń fún gbóyàn kan lọ bí àgbà kékeré tó ní. Mo ti gbàgbára wáyé. Tó ti bá jáde tó fún àṣà ìtòmí lọ́gbẹ́ tó mo ní má jẹun náà ní má jẹun. Ó kọ̀ gẹ́dà sáyé. Ọlọ́run àfi lọ́kàn balẹ̀. Nígbà tó débẹ̀ dá gbàdúrà mi náà ní ó ní how did you get this place? I will make you this and this. So we now come to one video one day. Only I will give you 30 minutes. Oh yeah, only I will give you 15 minutes. Oh yeah, 85 minutes. You remember? Well, for me, until the end of the program, the last 5 minutes. But the last 5 minutes, so many people have slept. The last 5 minutes, within that 5 minutes, everybody, no Gino Jadewa, when you go near port, I don't know anything there. One thing I want you to know. Don't introduce yourself. It will attract no value. When you are loaded, you will be needed. Something that is loaded is what will be waiting for explosion. Let people introduce you. Don't introduce yourself. Don't solicit. Don't rush. Don't rush to the altar. So that altar will not push you down. Let altar be waiting for you to come. Yes. When altar is waiting for you, it will celebrate you. Sir, my father used to say something when we were young. We have to go to Obani. Not how long, but how well. Hey, oh God Almighty. See vision, prophesying. Pray for somebody that he got miracles. They are giving you testimonies. Does not mean God has commissioned you. Does not mean what? God has commissioned you. 3 years of God of ministration during the appointed time of God. You will meet somebody that has been in the ministry for the past 30 years and you overtake them. Just 3 years. Just 3 years. If I don't know everybody, but I know people that have been in ministry almost 20 years that have not achieved what we achieved today this year. Have you seen? Have you seen? More money tell me, I know myself, I know. I know myself, I know. Who told me we met inside not to go to that I have been in ministry for 15 years in Akure area? That was 2017. Only Oroke considered no. That only outside the doctor. He was formally inside the motor. Do you know I prayed for somebody? He became commissioner. He forgot me. Yeah. Mo feel also that. Wọ́n á sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn mẹ́ta kí ni gbàdúrà mo wẹ̀yìn. Onílù ọmọ tí wọ́n mú lóhùn mi onílù wọn dà. Ó ní ìgbàgbọ́dọ̀ tìbí yẹn wá kó má dúró àgbà àkókò tó lé. Sir, 2-bedroom flat, 4 quarter that he rented. They are giving quick notice more than 6 months. He doesn't know where to go. And when we returned, he was begging me, how can I assist him? Then 2017, you know me now. Your area here. Not how long, but how well. It is in the room you will dress up. It is outside they will celebrate you. Not that you come and be dressing outside. They will say it is in my presence you wear trousers. Don't let them correct you outside. Let God correct you inside. And let outside celebrate you. When you rush outside, they will disgrace you back inside. Even though you come out for the second time, scars will be there. One day, people rush. Dr. Lukoya, I learned a lesson from him for years. He said he has always taken note that any man of God, any Christian that is always after money, doesn't used to get money. You don't understand that language?
Understand.
Any instrumentalist that is always after money. Sean Lowo. Instrumentalist will let Moleni to know to Kula Gailo. I saw for me now. Ma to kọrin. You come on, you can call you. You are that command by Jehovah. No, that I never seen. That immediately he received that gift, he said there is no church that will ever invite him that will collect cover. Anywhere, he tell you doesn't want to. Ṣé olórin tó fọ́ọ̀mù tó ń kọ náà ni? Àbí yorùbá olórin náà ló ń kọ? And people are celebrating. It is God that will advertise you. Jesus Christ said, myself, what do they call it? My self explanation, let me use that language, will not have meaning to me. He said, but you have heard from John. No matter how you may present yourself, people will not honor you than people presenting you. Just do your best and leave the rest. Rest and do what? Leave the rest. When you don't leave the rest, you go with the rest. Let God do what? Give me here. Let God do what? Do the rest. It is God that will perfect things for you. He knows the best. Whenever I've gone on long day fasting and prayers, that's one prayer point I used to pray. Whenever I've gone for long days dry fasting, that's one prayer point I used to round it up. All the prayer I've prayed that is not your will, cancel them. Answer the only ones that will give glory to your holy name. The only ones that is your mind for me, that's the only one you should answer. Then by your mercy, maybe just by circumstances that force me to dry fasting, or compassion that force me to dry fasting, please don't let it be in vain. Consider the suffering. Just do what you wanted to do for me. If I tell you, if I say Jesus mighty name we pray, don't let my own will be done. Don't let the will of my wife and my children be done, because I don't have any will. Don't allow any will to be done aside your will. Hello. Somebody came to me the other time and said, what is your plan for the treasure of our ministry? I said, I don't have a plan. Sir, but you are the one that God gave the man. I said, I don't have a plan. He was looking at him. I said, I don't have any plan. He said, so you don't write anything down. That is how you want the ministry to be. I said, what did I know? He said we should be expecting like a thief is coming in the night. That trumpet can sound at any time. We can't hear plan in their heart when Jesus can appear at any time. Am I the owner of the church? If you wake up tomorrow and say he doesn't want church again, what will I do? Which plan? I said I don't have plan. He said, so you don't plan for how the church will be in the future. I said, do you know the future? You yourself, do you know the future? Even tomorrow morning. 12. Papa Kidayomi that established Redeemed Christian Church of God. Look at how God takes the journey. Let me conclude that story in that side. How will complete command? Please listen. I want everybody to fulfill their destiny. If God does not want you to continue with me in this ministry, if I want to force you to stay here, you will be giving me problems. Your life will be giving me problems because God might want you in another place. The people where God wants to send you to, their destiny will be crying and they will be disturbing this place. Ogo Yoba? Yes. And if God said you are going to die, you are going to live and die as a prophet in Ghana, if they give you free visa to Canada, òṣìlú bàbá bọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ òṣì. Kò sí ìlú bàbá bọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. Because everything you needed to forget succeed, forget what kind of success. You get 100 houses. What is the meaning? Tell me what is the meaning? 100 cars, what is the meaning? Forget success. The way you small your success is nonsense. The only success that is success is when you make God happy. You are doing what you wanted to do at the right place and that is success. What you wanted to use your life for is happening. That's success. You have delay in childbearing. God has a purpose for it. Nothing will happen without the conscience of God. He might have given you delay. He is speaking to you. You are seeing vision. You are hearing from God. You fast. You pray. He speaks to you. And you are seeing vision and you have children. Why are children not come? He has a purpose for it. They say himself, close the womb of Rachel. Rachel didn't know. When it was time, he opened the womb. An elephant carried pregnancy for 3 years. Within that 3 years, dogs will have given back to children more than 10 times. Dogs will have children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren within that 3 years. Pig will have become a nation. And elephant will just give back only one. And the only one is bigger than all the children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. The 1,000 children, grandchildren of dogs will be walking in the streets. Up and down. People will throw stones. If you go to the road, the motor will wanted to hit them and go away. But if one child of elephant is walking majestically on the road, everybody will be calling them, say, come and see elephant. Every motor, nobody will tell them. They will do what? Mother will go and hit you.
No, they will stop.
Carry dog and put it in a museum. Nobody will go and watch it. But carry elephant somewhere. Within a year, you make millions. I want to see an elephant. Don't compare yourself with anybody. That's why I don't care about anybody. It has been God and it will only be God and God alone. Let your will alone be done. But what I was saying. Because the way God has arranged your journey is different from the way God arranged the journey of other person. What you are going through in child delay, God might wanted to use your experience to deliver generation. You are not here. Because anything happening to you now, the day I read it in the Bible, that everything that happened in the Bible, that God allowed it to be written down so that you can learn from them. You have the calling now from the womb. From the womb, you had a calling now. You did not get salvation. You did not get deliverance. Your life, God is telling that like Samson, your life will end. Oh, I have a calling. You climb the podium on Sunday. You minister, there is deliverance. You say, oh, God is with me. Because of that, you go and do fornication. So nothing happened. God is telling like Samson. Those are the reasons God allowed those stories to happen. That God is appearing to you like Moses. He will have patience with you. If you are not broken and not careful, what happened to Moses? Nobody will tell Moses that he has a foundational problem. God is telling you that no matter what he might have given you, you needed deliverance. Nobody will tell Moses that there is a cause in your foundation, that anger will never allow anybody from your generation to reach their goal. Nobody will tell Moses because he is seeing God. He is hearing from God. He has power. No devil can stop him. No president can stop him. So I believe there's no problem anywhere. Nobody can tell him. That's why he did not humble himself. That is what brokenness comes. No matter what you may be, whom you may be, the power you might carry, you must be what? You must be broken. It is not seeing vision, not preaching, not prophesying, not anointing. Psalm 51, Psalm 34. He said, a broken heart, a broken man, God will never despise. The sacrifice of a broken man, God will never. He said it is not fasting and prayer that God requires from you, but brokenness. Who is a broken man? A broken man will never see himself better than anybody. He will see everybody better than him. A broken man will see his own sin, not the sins of others. Anybody that always sees the sins of others is pride. And God spoke something about pride that made me afraid. That everything a proud man is gathering, that he God will destroy them. So if you are a wife of a man that is proud, everything your husband is gathering, God will destroy them one day. Not only that, when you see people pray, they say they are not getting answer. They go to mountain, they go to valley, they go to the ocean. Check yourself. Pride is in you. Psalm 138. He said, God see a proud man from afar off. Olúwa mo wà wájú rẹ̀, ṣàánú fún mi Olúwa náà, ojú tẹ̀ ń dùn mí lé ní mi ríran. Mo wà wájú lọ rárá. Àwọn máa sọ pé ṣé o mọ ọkọ̀ táwọn olóyìnbó pè ní short-sightedness is affecting me. I don't see people around me, I see people from far and yeah, people ti wú ẹjí náà. So eré ò tí lè kàn ẹ́ báyìí. Proud man. Brokenness. Always prepare himself for discipline. Always ready for discipline. A broken man, ready for discipline. That's why David said in Psalm 141 verse 5. He said, even though an anointed man knock my head, he said, I will rejoice. I seize another fresh oil, and I will make my prayer to be answered. Because I know he has seen something I didn't see. Ṣùgbọ́n ara ẹ ló ta gbogbo nǹkan dànù. Èmi tí mo mọ́ra mi, tí mo ríran, ìran ẹ lápadà pa ẹgbẹ́ yìí. A broken man will not see himself as anything. A broken man who may started a church with a man of God. The church might have spent 15 years. Somebody might just come today. The second day, the man will come and appoint the man that just come today. I say, you, I ordain you today as a pastor. A proud man will say, but I got a church in it. And to say, they don't know anointing. That's a proud man. A broken man will appreciate God for the life of that person. We celebrate with that person and believe that in the list of God is not yet his own time. It happened to somebody like that. He redeemed. Pastor David said he has been with them for years. He was doing ordination every year. They did the ordination. This year, now went to Pastor David. When they saw me this and shine, Pastor David, you are doing your ordination every year. All these people, they met me here. You don't put my name again. He said, what's the problem? I don't say he gave me problem. In the night, when he was praying the name again, he was troubled with what the man said. God told that way, put his name there. Shebi said he wanted to become pastor. Put his name there. They put his name. They do ordination. They post him. Less than 3 months, he died. God said he saw that his battle is not yet conquered. His foundation is not yet solid. Satan still has something to stand upon to destroy. That's why ẹ̀dùn ayé ò ti ṣetán tó ti lọ gbogbo àwọn èèyàn sórí. Agbásílógún ẹ. Your problem is still a draw. As soon as you become pastor, you don't carry stories. Because the problem with everybody, all this abua on your head. The way God planned this man journey, different from your own. I told you the other that I think 2 Corinthians chapter 10 or 1 Corinthians chapter 10 said comparing themselves with themselves. I told you the other time that they are what? They are foolish. Any day you begin to compare yourself with anybody, you're a foolish man. And a fool is saying, sir, that there is no God. Why have I not given back to children? God, Mrs. Labaja, Mrs. Oshodi, Mrs. Tamedo, do you know how God has written your work? The person that Jacob intended to marry was the mother of Joseph. They do abracadabra. He married the senior sister. He married his second wife again. They give her the first slave, the second slave, 4 wives. Having sex with all of them, before he enter slave, he don't pregnant. This one, if they pass beside her, just like from a pig family, they just give birth to children. But the one he really love, he don't get child. But the day she gave birth to Joseph, Bible said that was the day heaven of favor opened upon the family. All of them are suffering slavery. And that was the only person you know among them. Penina was giving birth to children for, who is this father of Samuel? Elkanah. Many children. But the day they gave birth to Samuel, all the name of other children wipe off. Nobody, I mean, you know the name of their brother. You don't know it. Nobody. Remember their names again. A covenant child is like a gold that must pass through fire. There must be delay. God will take time to prepare the life of that child very well. Telling me what is the benefit of somebody that have, like Baba knows somebody now. He has 32 children. Ayé ẹ ti wó, ayé ọmọ ti wó, ọwọ́ ń jílẹ̀ orílẹ̀ ìdàkà àdúgbò láti jẹ́ àti nǹkan ti di ṣòro. Ọ̀dẹ̀ gẹ́ràn ayé ẹ ti dàkókò tó rán. And somebody will have only one. And that one will come celebrated all over the world. The father of Pastor Adeboye had wives before Adeboye's mother. Adeboye was the last born of the entire family. The mother to Pastor Adeboye gave birth to 3 children. I think two female, 1 male. The only male died. She tried about 2 other times. The 2 men she gave birth to died. So no male child. So she has said she's not giving birth to children again. The distance between senior sister to Adeboye and Adeboye is almost 20 years. They begged the mother said it's not giving birth to children again. The entire family from father's side, mother's side, said they came together. They were begging the woman, give 1 month. I said, no, I just want to wait her strength again. I'm going to give birth to children. That's all the guy did. Children, I should have 2 female. That's okay. After a lot of persuasion, the entire family beg. Say, okay, I will try 1 more. Only 1 more time. Which gave birth to Adeboye. Adeboye has sisters, brothers that are bearing Adeboye. All those brothers have children, grandchildren bearing Adeboye. Nobody knew whether there's anybody a sister apart from me. Don't compare yourself. The way God has planned his own is different from the way God planned your own. Paul was the only one God appeared to, and he doesn't care and doesn't joke God with anybody. When you meet Jesus, do you know Jesus? Paul met Jesus and he knows Jesus, and he doesn't joke with anybody. Romans 8 that you are reading. He said nothing can separate me from the love of Christ. Because if not for the love of Christ, you have not been here. Why has no which is killing you when you are young? Is by your power. Then why are you now complaining that it has not prospered you? When you were young, why has Okada not killed you? Madam, a woman was a prostitute. So they said that she has cancer of the womb. They did the operation and removed the womb. Not quite long, she became born again and joined MFA. One day, a brother came to her and said, "Thus, yes, that Lord, you are my wife." She laughed. He said, "Oh, that you're wrong, Bishop. Now beauty they deceive you. I was a prostitute before, and let me tell you, God can never reveal me to you. It's not possible. I was a prostitute before I know Christ. God has given me salvation. I'm not married till I will die because my womb has been removed. So it is not God that Satan they deceive you. Forget about you. The man said, I know what I saw. Whether you have womb or you don't have hair, they say it is you. God has said, they went for wedding. The first month they did the wedding, the lady got pregnant. The hospital that removed the womb was the hospital they booked antenatal. The doctor himself said nobody should be attending to her. I will be attending because I'm the one that removed the womb. One wanted to come out, I will see it. The day of delivery, the doctor said she will not deliver, that he wanted to do CS. To see where he said where the open up, the baby was not inside any womb. You are just if that God has died, be comparing yourself. That's why I used to tell you, me, I know him. He told me to start this church February 2011. Me, my wife, and 2 kids. Only of like 3 years. I not like 1 year. I take Bewa. I will do opening prayer. That's when I attack all different hymns. I will do opening prayer. I will do praises. We will sing hymn. I will preach. After preaching, I will start offering time. I don't know about in the kitchen. I will go offering. I'm going to Jasi. Go offering time. She will count it. How many will go offering? Me and her. I used to go to secondary school there to go and preach. There is no really secondary school, any local government in the I did not bring to. Any money I see, they after preaching, they will contribute money, perfect naira. Can't call you back, give me food. But that my account is 3,200, 2,555 naira. I will pay my tithe, pay my offering. Here, the remaining one, I go and use it to do tracts or a magazine to share for people free. At the end of 2 months or 3 months, she will gather the tithe together and the offering. We will go and buy something to go and give the less privilege. And on that shall we. So she was the usher, the financial secretary, everything. She was doing nothing. So when you are not faithful with things of another man, how do you expect God to commit your own riches to your hand? Hey, Simbi, from February to October, it was October, he appeared to me, said, I'm prepared to start that church. I said, I don't have problem anywhere. He said, don't worry yourself. I was in my house. When somebody said, she had, I want to start church, I said, yes. And she sent money to me. Sent over 400,000 naira. I bought 20 chairs. She had to strong the lado, white. I bought 20 chairs. Then I bought it there. I bought generator. I bought drum set. This drum set. I bought drum set. Everything has been at home more than a month before church starts. Speaker, but church. I called somebody, he tested everything, I will pack them there. More than a month before church started. And now ask God, why do you want me and my wife and only 2 kids for almost a year? He said, because the assignment I'm giving you is very tough. Many people will fight you. He said, so you might come to church one day. Everybody that is getting angry with your message may not come again. He said, but once there is still your wife and your children, continue. I am with you. Joshua 24:15. For me and my wife and my children, once I can see control there, to get what you want, but I'm going to go chasing. He said the assignment is very tough. And that was when he told me that any day I told you I will send somebody away from the church, don't beg for that person. He said, because the people I told Moses I will destroy, that he begged for, there are the same set of people who go to along so they could delay. But the day God told Moses I will destroy them, Moses said, instead of destroying them, remove my name from the book of life. God said no. But the day they put you to collide with God, that God was angry. She not get down. No book where we get in the land was so it. Go to man, the color of your major, don't Nobody pleaded for him. God told me, if the entire Israelite that day told God, if Moses will not follow to the promised land, we are not going anywhere. Manna came with the money, we are not eating. All the children are crying. They said, cry, no food today. Except God forgive Moses. Before second day, God will change his mind.
Yes.
But everybody was saying, hey, okay, she didn't like you. Oh no, I know some people never compare yourself with anybody. Can anything separate you from the love of Christ? Not what? Oh yeah. Not persecution. You will face persecution. Or trouble. You are not going to pastor. Ìgbìmọ̀ tó dẹ̀ ló lẹ́yìn Nàìjíríà kó ti yẹ ká mọ true Christian. Many people are not going to church again now. Kòró kúkú wá fún ọ ní opportunity. As kòró is over, people kúkú bá say kàfúlẹ̀ àtòrọ̀. During Corona àkókò ni. Somebody has already been looking for opportunity before. It's because of visitation that's making you to come to church. No nakedness. Kò sáṣọ tí màá wọ̀ lọ ẹni tó kò sílé kò sáṣọ. She said the first suit I will ever have in my life was the suit I used to go wear and the only suit by the grace of God and they made me minister in the redeem. This suit for one leo wà lọ sí ohun àti museum. I did NYSC 2002 to 2003 August. Aṣọ NYSC ni àti bàtà àti Crescent Church àti everything ló wà ní. Everything sí àtọ̀. This year maybe 20 years. Àti máa bẹ̀ mọ́ tó. Èmi náà fẹ́ sàfù ní ìrọ̀mì. Ìṣẹ́nu fọ́tò nìkan kọ́rin wà á ti rí. Ó lè sọ pé yẹ kó fi tọrọ yàgò. Ó wà lé. They made me minister. This Sunday, I will rope with suits. Next Sunday, I will put only tie. So I no more share on the money mom. Upper Sunday, me only rope. My dog will check. Sunday to tell me, but it was suit to her. Only me ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ fún àtìká ètò ilé mi. I know what I went through. You don't let me go there. Tí bá lọ́wọ́ ti wàásù tán ní redeem, ẹ̀ tó máa gbọ́ fún ìlú máa tẹ̀lé. Tó bá ti pè prayer point, mọ̀ pé inú prayer point wọ́n máa gbà lọ́wọ́ ni wọ́n máa dàgbà jókòó. Ẹ̀ tó máa gbọ́ fún ìlú àìwá sọ pé in Jesus mighty name we pray, sin offering. Mọ̀ pé tó bá ti pè àdúrà yẹn, ìtọ̀kọ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ wá. Tí mo gbọ́dọ̀ lọ tọ̀ at that present moment very compulsory. Ìtọ̀ yẹn ò lè ní tán. Oṣù ọ̀pọ̀ náà ìtọ̀ yẹn táwọn ẹni máa wá. Can anything separate me from the love of Christ? Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ẹ láì? Báyọ̀ sọ̀ ní adé, irú ìgbéwò la òjò rí àìmọye síkò sísẹ síkò sílì àbànà síkò àbí ọmọ mẹ́ta kírékè àwọn àgbààgbà sọ tí mú kẹ tó wá jẹ pọpọ ní aládé. Kí ló pass through? O lè pass through 10% kejì pride. Ṣé humility ló ti mi bàbá ẹ̀ ní àbíkéde? Tell me. What are you giving as a complaint now? What can separate you from them? If you meet Jesus, you know Jesus. Many met Jesus, they don't know Jesus. You meet Jesus, you don't know Jesus, you will be hate. Baba Akida, we met Jesus. He knows Jesus. Only you should stand alone. Baba Akida, don't have to go to mo ìrìn àjò tó lọ fẹ́ bá yé rẹ̀, mo ìrìn àjò tó lọ fẹ́ fi ayé rẹ̀, mo ìrìn àjò tó lọ fẹ́ kó fa ayé rẹ̀. Delay in childbearing. My people kò kọ ìwé Come, I wanted to use you as a deliverance pastor. Come, I told you to run over. Delay marriage. Come, I wanted to, without event that cannot be history. Ọmọ tó ti marry tó lọ kọ ìwé how to have a successful marriage. Bible àkóòtù síbẹ̀ àti story of history. Bọ̀dá àgbọ̀dún mọ́mẹ́jì ọmẹ́jì mẹ́ta ohun tó bá ń sọ á ní mínísì yìí. Check your life. Go back home today. Reminiscence about the journey of your life. Gbé ilé ayé ẹ̀yẹ̀ wò. Ibi tí mo tẹ̀ ti ń bá bọ̀. Níbo ni mo dé? Kí ni kí mo fi là àkọ́bá ẹ̀ kọjá? Kí ló fẹ́ kí mo fẹ́? Báyìí bẹ́ẹ̀ ti lọ. A woman only school ẹgbẹ́ dábàá ẹ̀. Ó marry, got pregnant. On that pregnancy, husband brought this and travel abroad to America. Not by now, she miscarried the baby. She tried at the end of the day, got visa, went to go and meet the husband abroad. When she got to abroad, got another pregnancy, miscarriage. The third one she got, gave back to the baby girl. It was after 2-3 years they discovered that the baby girl drowned and dead. We said, Jesus. Maybe God will reveal to you that I wanted to give you a child. Maybe God has said that the enemy of your family say any child, the first one, second one, third one, will be deaf and dumb. And God decided to delay the baby till that enemy will die. You don't know. If you have child today, Ephraim might call the mother to come and take out the baby. And the mother of Ephraim might be a witch. You don't know. That's why God is delaying. You might not know. I understand God to that level. If God is ready for you, nobody can disturb him. The most dangerous man on earth is a man that his time has come. When your time has come, you don't need any personal prayer. He will be the one that will go in your front. Anybody that stands is in trouble. The woman gave birth, deaf and dumb. Are you here? Okay, go over the Lord. Jump, okay, toilet. Man, toilet, otowasu. Man, otowasu, program, told me to move away. Those who see that net will not be done. Mo ṣe kúrẹ́ àti 5 hours olùgbọ́rí ládọ́ gbogbo máìkì ní èsì àárọ̀ dàtí àárọ̀ lọ́kẹ́ yóò tọ̀ orí ọ̀tá mi tó sùn tó sùn fúra kò fẹ́ géèyàn tó wọlé lẹ́nu ìwọ̀n mi yóò wá. Deaf and dumb mama, second born on normal, third born twins, one of the twins deaf and dumb. She now begin to go from one prophet to another. Everywhere one day the husband called her. Don't take my children to anywhere again. We are going to doctor to pastor for everywhere. No solution. Anyway, you can't take my children to anywhere. I will divorce you. Leave them. Which prompted her to go for 3-day dry fasting. God, in my family, in my husband's family, in my family, nobody is deaf and dumb. Why? Because the God appeared to her. I gave you 2 deaf and dumb. Because what I created you for is to establish the school of deaf and dumb for me in Lagos. So that when you start the school, kó o lè mọ bó ṣe rí lára. Tí wàá lè tọ́jú àwọn ọmọ yẹn. Tó o tún mọ dáa fún láyé òkè yẹn lọ. The school is in Agbada in Lagos now. I can give you the address to go there. Mo mẹ tó mọ school yẹn. Àwọn ẹ̀ lọ́kẹ̀. Ọkọ̀ Yẹmí. O mọ school yẹn. O mẹ ní yẹn. Ọjọ́ tí mo sọ sórí yẹn. O kẹ́. Wọ́n bá wọn lọ ṣe mọ̀. Mo ní newspaper mo ti rí. The teacher of the deaf and dumb now told the parent, the first daughter, come and take her to normal school. See the way anytime we are discussing, she used to look at her. Maybe she's hearing. They now return that girl to normal school. The girl graduated, she cannot still talk to, but she's hearing. The girl graduated with second class upper, mechanical engineering. The woman that came to Egbeda in Lagos to come and establish school there. The school is in Egbeda. She came to testimony within a year, they have more than 100 students. That first daughter was the first teacher in deaf and dumb school. The reason why she shared the testimony that newspaper carried it there, in that picture with newspaper, I don't know people. The reason why she shared the testimony, the first teacher, as she started teaching those deaf and dumb, her voice opened. Ìyà ń jẹ torí pé ò béèrè lọ́wọ́ ọlọ́run báwo lọ́rọ̀ ayé ẹ̀ ṣe rí kò lọ́ kàn pé ara lágbájá ti máa rẹ̀ sí pé wọ́n fẹ́ rí o kí ni mo ṣe. òun ló sọ ayé ẹ̀ dàbí tó dé lónìí òun ló sọ ẹ̀ débi tó dé mi ń kàn pé ẹ̀ ṣe kàn pé anybody mi lọ́rọ̀ ẹ̀ gbàdúrà tó sún wọn pásítọ̀ kan ó tẹ̀ tí máa ń ṣe ìtumọ̀ máa ń súnmọ́ jù gbogbo ọ̀nà ẹ̀mí kẹ́mi burúkú ló sì wà ẹ̀mí burúkú kan ló wà ní gbogbo wọn ẹ̀mí ìlara àtẹ̀gbá ìgbàgbà láti máa rówó gbà owó kù yẹra fún wọn. nǹkan pèsè tó kàn pẹ́lẹ́ anybody ọmọ ènìyàn lọ́ba ti kọ̀wé rẹ̀ bí tí n bá ń lọ ní mò ń dojú kọ stop comparing yourself with people. bàbá Akíndayọ̀ mi babaláwo ni that's the last story my time has reached. babaláwo ni was herbalist in Ondo town pure herbalist with terrible charms. Ó ní oògùn burúkú. Whenever Akindayomi is angry with you, as sun is going down, he will die that day. Oògùn burúkú yẹn wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Somebody now owe him debt. He went to go and ask that person, where is my money? The person said he doesn't have money. As they were quarreling, a prophetess, Kerubu and Sarah prophetess was passing. Branch, why are you fighting? They explained to him, tell him to pay me my money. Mama talked to Akindayomi, be patient. He said, doesn't have money. Akindayomi was angry. He went on to go and consult his idol and carry chants. Trace that prophetess home. That I am talking you intervene to kill the prophetess. Did sham against her and went away. Expecting her the second day to die. The woman didn't die. He now went to him. What is the secret of your power? He said, Jesus. I will follow that to Jesus. That's how I think I will not very much. I really enjoy it. God told me, I want to use you. He said, never. God now spoiled everything of his business. He did fun. God spoiled everything. He said, never, I cannot be a pastor. One day, an old man appeared to him, used his nail to scratch his leg in the night. Before they prayed, the leg was already decaying. What happened? The old man said, until you accepted. That's why he left it. He said, I accepted. Now, said, okay, your punishment is you begin to trek from Ondo to Lagos. Go and someone. No, God is still speaking to you. You are still doing fufu now. Wait. He started trekking, carry his load on his head. I started trekking to Lagos. He said as he was going, one aeroplane was on his head. Aeroplane was on his head, following. He was hearing the noise of aeroplane. Anywhere I get tired, sit down. Aeroplane will park beside him. He will sleep. When he's getting strength, wake up. Aeroplane will take off. Will be following him. The more he was going, the more the leg was healing. By the time he got to Ife, the leg has healed finished. He said, enter this church. This is what I wanted to do so. People and said that. He never been to Ife before. As he was entering the church, the prophet that came to work, he said, God told us, a man of God is coming. He said, I'm not a man of God. He said, God told us, whether you are sent or not, God. Somebody is dying here. Come and pray for them. See people. As he started praying, one of them, the dead people, every one of them rose up. That's how he stayed there. For years, that was where he married the first wife. The first wife, God made her barren. You are hearing me? You are not here.
I'm here.
The first wife, God made her barren. He was there for years. God now said, it's time, leave. He got to Ibadan. God said, no, go to Lagos. He went to the headquarters in Lagos. God told him, marry second wife. He married second wife. He married third wife. Second wife began to give birth to children. Third wife began to give birth to children. The first wife at Ife did not give birth to. Remember, it was God that called him home. He has not married before then. The same God asked him to marry the first wife, second wife, third wife. Second wife was give birth to children. Third wife was give birth to children. But the first wife did not give birth to children. He was in headquarters of Kerubu and Sarah for years. One day, now told him, go and start church for me. He said no. He now go and enter the leadership of Kerubu and Sarah. They gave him letter and chased him away. That's how he went to Bar Beach. 11 people followed him. The people that know him as an anointed man of God followed him. They started church beside the Bar Beach. Before one of them now gave him a shop, 73 road, where they started the church. No name. They now call it Ekpe Oluwa. God did not give them name. The later one says, I read very, the pastor will know me.
wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ tó lè pè lọ́la ọ̀tún làwọn ní bàbá ti sọ̀rọ̀ ọdún fún wa lórúkọ. Yes, they were doing it well. Ìgbà tó ń rí pé ẹgbẹ́ ògbó olúwa òyìnbó gbọ́ wọn ni wọ́n tún jẹ́ the African Apostolic Church. Ìgbà tó tún ṣe yẹn o wọ́n ni wọ́n tún jẹ́ the Nigerian Apostolic Church. Ìgbà tó tún pé wọ́n tún jẹ́ the Faith Apostolic Church. Yes, God kept quiet. One day, God appeared to him. I want you to do restitution. He said, what did they call restitution? God said, see, I will explain to you. Your second wife and third wife, they will go. But you are the one that will to marry them. Say, yes, I want to listen to me. I want to use you in your generation. Because it is your generation that the minimum wife they will marry is 3 wives. That was when they need to marry 5 wives, 10 wives. But I want to use it for a generation. That's why I make your first wife to be married. And I want the second wife and third wife to give back to children. Now, this is how you will do for me. You will announce to the second wife and third wife that I God said the only wife I know is your first wife. Announce to them that they should go. Anyone that any children that want to remain with you should remain. Anyone that want to go, they should go. 4 days to their living. You will take your first wife and leave the house. Tell them to take anything they wanted to take. He said after 4 days, after he told them, they left. By the time he returned back, ordinary pain, the second wife of life did not leave. They started a deal that God had told me that is restitution. Go and begin to preach it to people. It was then people began to divorce apart from the first wife. He used him as an example to marry first, second, third. Second, third, give back to children. First, did not give back to children. Stop comparing yourself with another person. Come on, so that you don't live other people's life. Photocopy can never be like original. No matter how good the photocopy may be, it can never be like you want to dance a photocopy man? No. I know that one saying no, it depends on your action. You are not here. Yeah. Until one day he was not praying. God now wrote on the wall. After like 20 years, the Redeemed Christian Church of God, he wrote it on the wall. He went to go and call the elders. God told me this is the name of the church. They said they don't see. He said bring something. They gave him charcoal. He used it to trace what he saw. He said read it. They said Redeemed Christian Church. He said what is the meaning? When I beg Rapada, he told Rapada to Ọlọ́run talk. God said that will be the name. And gave him conditions. What to do? And so on and so forth. When the church was 29 years, him and Adeboye has not done. The church was 21 years when Adeboye joined. Adeboye has not done. They went to abroad together to go attend Kennedy camp meeting. I've studied some things. Ohun tó gba yí àwọn pásọ̀ sí èsì jẹ́. Wọ́n gbàgbọ́ nípa wọ́n bí pé ìsẹ́ni bọ̀dé mọ̀ tọ́tọ́ tó wọ̀. Ẹ̀mí kúkú yẹn náà ti wọ̀ náà àwọn pásọ̀ ẹgbẹ̀sẹ̀ báyìí. They believe nobody. And olùbàdàn máa ń tíṣì brokenness gidi. Be broken. Torí tí o bá mú àṣìṣe ìjọ kan, kì í ṣe láti fi wọ́n ṣẹlẹ́yà. Kí wọ́n lè fi kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ kó o lè ka yóò lè wọ́n lọ. Àṣìṣe tó yẹ kí Nàìjíríà bọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́wọ́ CAC. Wọ́n tọrọ àwọn olùdíje tó jẹ́ pé they don't believe in any belief in any pastor. Olùpàṣẹ Adébóyè tọ́wọ́ ẹ̀yẹ ministers conference and ìbáraẹni gbogbo pásọ̀ from different churches wọ́n CAC ìrẹ̀jà àwọn nìkan ló gbọ́ gbogbo nǹkan. Olówó ayé wọn dàbí ọdún méjì. Kò sí anybody. Àwọn nìkan bọ̀ orí òkè. The founder of Redeemed will carry Adébóyè to go and attend Kennedy meeting in America. They will leave the church. Our minister, one of them is going to come. One of our God, one to tell you in the hand that go with the world. Adébóyè after several years of study at the feet of Papa Kudayomi, I can go message here. Only that man is only up to today. Kilos Ayoti. Only I'm still trying to move closer to his feet. Adébóyè gets for the long name. Not to them, still trying to move out of an anointing. He had get. Oh God Almighty. That's funny. One second hunger or anything. Papa, you established with me. Almost sick in 25 years. You were fasting and praying for the child for 20. No, the sick man. How can you leave your mother? You go. His son died. He buried 8 children. One man go for another age. Obipe. Obetala yo be go do ori bi. Wa mu kan ni go. Ọlọ́jà ń wo. Ìyàwó ẹ̀ jí láàárọ̀. Ẹ fẹ́ ọ̀dọ́ gbà náà you are very resourceful. The one we wake up early in the morning. He must not do anything. We bath and come to church. See now, we pray for people. People can't be praying. Nobody will give him trouble. The wife wake up and go to where? Sunday. You know when the engine is cutting wood, those sawdust. She has joined the group that will carry the sawdust from that place where they used to cook fire. And in the evening, they pay them 10 naira. That's the money she will use to buy food at the supermarket. That's what they will eat that day with the founder of the church. Ó ti dé èkó yẹn ìborí ọlọ́run pè mọ́. He now said they say the summer was no more work, nothing. He now said, God, hunger will kill now my children. Say, tell your wife not to open her pot again. Anything she needed, just put spoon. It will be there. So whenever the wife get there, they just put spoon like this. All right, Daddy, what do you want to eat? But the name and that is what the spoon will carry out. Every day. One day the woman said, who is putting food here? The day she opened, she didn't see anything and that was it. Physically. The Baba bought only one thing in his life. He bought only one thing in his life. He bought a space in burial ground in cemetery where they were buried. Nígbà àwọn wòlíì yìí tó ti yí ilé yẹn kọ́ lónìí, ìyẹn bá ìpàdé olórí ètò láti fẹ́ dáná rẹ̀ kú. Ṣé a máa bọ̀ lọ́nà òdòdó máa bọ̀? Mo gbé omi kan àtàn náà tí ẹ̀rọ kan wá láti ilẹ̀ mi mọ́. Olúwa ló pa láṣẹ kí n lọ sọ́rọ̀ òkè méje. Mo ti kọ́ lọ sọ́rọ̀ òkè méje. Ó lọ sí ẹ̀fọ́ sí wá ti lọ. Owó tí wọ́n ti lọ, owó tí wọ́n ti lọ. Tí omi mímọ́ àti àná tí mo bá ti mọ orí ẹ̀ gbà. Ìlú ẹ̀kọ́ àjọpọ̀ tó máa fi gbé sábẹ̀ já máa bọ̀. Ìjà rẹ̀ rí tí mo wà. Ṣèbí ẹnìkan lẹ ló ń pariwo pé Ọlọ́run ní kò táǹkì. Oníkọ́ máa kó máa fún ọ láǹkì. Wọ́n wá débẹ̀ òní 300 naira. Èlé náà táǹkì ẹ̀kan. Wọ́n ta 300 naira and bí 1,000 èèyàn lọ. Ẹ̀wọ̀n ètò máa méèkì. Gbogbo wọn ló fẹ́ ní ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì lẹ́ni kó dàbí rìdíìmù lọ́la. Ṣùgbọ́n wọn ò mọ ibi tí rìdíìmù là kọjá. Ẹ ti sùn. At 29 years, wọ́n wà lábúrò wọ́n yẹ kó ká mọ̀ ọdún Saturday wọ́n lè wọlé mọ́ Sunday wọ́n lọ attend ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì kan. Adébóyè. Immediately Adébóyè joined Redeem. The first thing that we told him is that tọ́lọ̀ ti mi ọ̀pọ̀ ló máa take wa pé be sitting down in the front. Ẹ̀yin tó máa ń bẹ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ tó síwájú tẹ̀ máa sẹ́sẹ́ yìí. It's a mystery, deep secret that you didn't know. Before anointing will get to the back. Kò já àṣeyẹ bá àtẹ̀fẹ́ pé owó kẹlẹ́ máa pè látẹ̀yìn. That's why Adébóyè used to sit down in the front. It's a secret. So they were in the front in America. The Oyibo man who never know anybody was preaching. He said, came down and said, "Thus says the Lord. Those things I have told you will begin to come to pass now." But Adébóyè is the one that used to interpret. He said, "Ọmọ mi kí náà wí, bàbá tá a bá délé màá ṣàlàyé yẹn fún yẹn ká máa gbọ́ wàásù lọ." When they got to hotel, Baba now said, "Hey, what is it?" He said, "Baba, I'm going to tell you the question of the tó ìbò yẹn sọ. Ó ní kí lọ náà promise yìí." Ó ní bàbá bú sẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Ó lóun tí èkó sùkúrú lọ́dọ̀ yìí ló ní àsopọ̀ pé 1952 that was 29 years ago. Pé ìgbà tó náà fi ọ̀rọ̀ tó ẹ̀rọ kó bá ń dámà tẹ̀mú tó pọ̀. Ó dẹ̀ sọ fún nǹkan tó máa ṣe ìdọ̀ yẹn lè dúró. Just like when he told me 2011, ó ní ṣe bíríbírí ọjọ́ méje fún ìgbà méje nítorí rẹ̀ dúró ó ṣe. báwo ni dry fast láàárọ̀ Monday máa parí láàárọ̀ Sunday máa rest 2 days àgbàdo abẹ́rẹ́ another one for 7 times. mo ń gbé travel lọ sí Èkó bíríbírí ọjọ́ méje ní òní jẹ́ ní òní mu ó ní kí n ṣe fún 7 times kí n bẹ̀rẹ̀ rí dúró òní foundation wájú ẹ̀kọ́ dúró. mo ní pè kò sásìtà lọ́la èmi náà wọ́n ti ní pè báyìí torí kò lálà síyàn kan aláyẹ̀wá sí ìmúṣẹ ìgbé lápàdà báyẹ̀ tó rò gbóró ọ̀run ni. ó ní bàbá ń sunkún lọ́wọ́ náà bàbá tó lé lè má sunkún lọ́jà ń sunkún. mí wàá bàbá yìí kiri ìgbà ẹ̀kọ́ òní pẹ́ kú. yí àyẹ bàbá yẹ kú. ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ first Sunday ló máa ṣe thanksgiving nídìí kí ni nígbà wọn máa ṣe thanksgiving sọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀pọ̀ kí ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe àṣà tí oríṣà bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe bá rèé bàbá yẹn sí months day and night ọmọ tí máa sọ story fún yín kò dá kó máa lọ ìjọ kó má mọ reason behind it wà á kọ́ máa lọ ṣáá ni àwọn ìdìbò àwọn mẹ́lẹ̀kọ̀ ní àjọ ìṣẹ́ dáì bó ni dáì ti jáde kí ni reason bàbá ìṣe gbàdúrà dáì 70 days gbàtí mo lọ headquarter kò sí ọdún máa lọ máa fẹ́ mọ kúkú tó bẹ̀ gbogbo tó mú mi lọ máa fẹ́ mọ sórí bẹ̀ gbàtí mo lọ headquarter bẹ̀rẹ̀ mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé bó ni 70 days fasting and prayer mi lè ní bá wọn join bó ló ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọlọ́wọ́ aṣọ secret ẹ̀ fún mi láwọn ọmọ ẹ̀kọ́ fi ṣàṣà tí òrìṣà ní wọn mọ kankan ohun tó lead 70 days fasting and prayer tó bá gbọ́ wà ṣọ́ ṣe lórúkọ yàtọ̀ rírì nínú covenant pẹ̀lú àti ọlọ́run táwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ fẹ́ tó bá wo ìwé 70 days fasting and prayer yẹn àbí ọ̀gá ti bá parọ́ most prayers wọ́n yẹn repetition ni tí o bá ṣe 95% yẹn repetition ni sáà. ìgbà tí ó sọ fún òun ní pè jáde gbé ẹ̀rọ ìjẹsọ̀ fún mi. bàbá yìí wà lórí sick bed for years. alẹ́ Saturday ọmọ ẹ̀kọ́ wá ń bàdàn tó ṣe ń ṣiṣẹ́ ó wá kí. bàbá yìí wà alẹ́ Saturday wá torí kó padà sí Ìbàdàn. wọ́n ní àwọn pásọ̀ tó kó tì wọ́n ń gbàgbà bọ́dà fọ́ọ̀mù day and night lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ní ìlú. Bàbá tó wá kàlẹ́ òye ó ní ẹni tàbí wá ṣe long fast gbàgbé tó bá ṣe dry fast bíi 7 days ó ní ó take like a month láti fúnra ẹ̀ nítorí pé orí àwẹ̀ tó ń gbà tó kó ló àfẹ́ ti ẹ̀ tì ó pé kò tí yẹ kí òun ó kú pé but system yẹn ti wà affected òun lẹ́jọ́ láyé òjì tó ń bọ̀ tó ń bọ̀ ó wá ní gbogbo wọn padà tó branch wọn ní bàbá wọn lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ wọn kọ́ padà tó branch wọn pé lọ́la wọ́n ní wọn ní ìyìn máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ nírí dé wọn ṣe káńtì ìbò nírí dé for 29 years wọn gbọ́dọ̀ jó wọn gbọ́dọ̀ pàtẹ́wọ́ tó bá lẹ̀ ti jáde tó bá ti ń kọrin di ó lẹ́sìn tó lè ṣe ni pé tó bá pàtẹ́wọ́ tó bá mú ẹ ìtọ́ múnú ẹ̀ dúdú tó ń pàtẹ́wọ́ pàṣẹ àlàyé fún ó gbóná. Agbẹ́tẹ́tẹ́ branch Ìbàdàn lẹ̀ bó ṣe ń lọ lọ́dọ̀ sọ pé ọmọ ìsìnkì kan tó lọ́dọ̀ ti tọ́jú ní ẹ bá mi ọmọ ìyá kú o ìtòdé ẹ sí ẹ̀yìn àràgbà tí ìjọba tó kó pẹ̀lú sí dókítà tó tẹ̀síwájú pé àfihàn òkú o ohun tí ìgbà tó ṣọmọ àwọn ọlákú ẹ̀dìdé stage yẹn tó o bá ti dé stage by perish I perish kò tí ì ní pé o bó ṣe ń wàásù lọ first parish náà gbọ́dọ̀ gbàdọ̀ pa bóyá gbọ́dọ̀ tẹ̀tọ̀ preach wọn ló dúró ọlọ́mọ ti kú lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ó dẹ́ continue ìwàásù tó bá jẹ́ sí ẹ̀ sọ fún olórí ṣe tuntun ìjọba ìjọba ọ̀nà lọ sí bible study nírọ̀lẹ́ wọn ló jáde àbímọ ó padà wọlé ó sọ fún ìyàwó ẹ̀ pé kó padà tó kó wọn tẹ̀lé wọn lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ tọ́nà tó ń gbọ́ ọmọ tó gbé dání ìyàwó nírọ̀lẹ́ kó o bẹ̀ kó kú sínú church ọmọ tó ṣe lọ tó ṣe tó o sì lé tó bá ti kú wẹ̀ fún kó wọ́tọ̀ kó tẹ̀sọ́ rẹ̀ tó bá sọ fún náà lẹ́kẹ̀ẹ́ ìgbà gbọ́ tó bá tó bá wọn bá sọ kú wà á rí wà á rọrùn wẹ́ kó wọ́tọ̀ kó tó bá ti ká pariwo sọ̀dà wá sí. rìdíìmù ò lè dé dúró wọ́n lọ ní ìtọ́lọ́ sí prophetic school ní Iléṣà òwò abẹ́ da jíyò lọ́la òun náà ti kọ́ oníṣẹ́ ìwò ní ẹ̀ lágbàdà pa ẹgbẹ́ mi òun lágbàdà pa ẹgbẹ́ mi wọ́n ní ìgbà tí gbogbo àwọn pásọ̀ náà tọmọ ẹ̀ wọ́n wà ó dàgbé ìlọ́wọ́ agbó mélòó lónìí àbọ̀lọ́ làálẹ̀ agbó mélòó lónìí wọ́n gbàgbà agbó méjìlá lónìí olùwọ̀ ṣe olùmọ̀gbẹ̀wọ̀ ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ẹ̀rọ tí mo sọ fún yín pé gbogbo branch rìdíìmù pátá ọlọ́sọ pé ìlú bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti ní lọ every first Sunday of every month mo máa fi dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run ọdún náà mo fi kílè láàárọ̀ ọ̀rẹ́ òun ló fi ṣe táàsì mi lọ́ọ́ ṣe yẹn ìrìn ẹgbẹ́ láti òkú ẹ̀ olùkọ́ ló sọ́nà máa tẹ̀lé lọ́wọ́ fún ọ. kí ni ìdájẹ́ parí sí bẹ́ẹ̀ so kótó ni kótó kú tán yẹn ìyẹn parí ẹ̀ fún ó kú wọ́n ti fẹ́ lọ sí ojú padà ọgbọ́n yẹn kó o gbọ́ ni wọ́n lè dúró bàbá pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ tó kú sá pẹ̀lẹ́ wọ́n fẹ́ di olórí àwọn ohun ọ̀dùnkọ̀ tó kú bọ̀ ọ̀pá wa ó kó mọ̀ pẹ̀lẹ́ ó gbàdá jí wọ́n ní kí ló dé wọ́n ní mọ̀ ní jọ́ dédé ti gbàdá wọ́n tẹ̀lé wẹ́ nọ́ọ̀mù wọ̀ pépé ilé ẹ̀ ṣe ní ìrírí rẹ̀ kọ́ máa tẹ̀lé ọdún tó pátá tó wọ́n fi ṣe ẹlòmí ilẹ̀ ìgbóró wà bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹlòmí ọdún foundation ẹlòmí ọkọ́lẹ̀ ẹlòmí ọdún just beside the ring olùwádìí ọdún fáwọn olùdáàbò ti wájú ẹ̀ wà máa wọ dání tó wù gbó ọlọ́kọ́ náà sórí àtàkọ́ fọ́nà táwọn ilé wọn náà pé ìwọ náà pé wọ́n ti wà ní ẹ̀sìn náà pé tọkọ fún ìlú tó olùgbà àtọwájú ọ̀rẹ́ ìbò ti sáré ọ̀rọ̀ rárá kò tí lè wọ kí wọn náà sọ pé wọ́n ti wà ní ẹ̀sìn òun wọ́n yẹ fẹ́ ní sàkókò fún un yúwé mọ àkẹ́ nìkan ní disagreement sòtókù tó kó padà lọ sẹ́tù ẹ̀ kó ló ní padà jù tani ní ẹgbẹ́ disagreement ìwọ tí bá sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ tó bínú you that dey talk to you are angry I'm not coming to church again hey who did he fight with he was sitting down in front of his church at the Butemeta one day people were sharing tracts he collected his gifts of read it for me they read it and say hey so what they wrote inside is very good like you can win so hey Basha sir bring all the money in the offering box take this tract to printer print it plenty so where they cannot reach we will reach there as they printed it they began to share those church that won the tract came to him baba we saw that you printed our tract he said yes because where they cannot reach we will take it there they say you have committed the law of copyright what is copyright ẹyọ tí mi tí mo bọ tẹ sọ yẹn wọn ní kò yẹ ká iṣẹ́ náà ní ọpẹ ẹbí náà ní ọmọ ìlú kò yọ lọ please we carry everything we have about 4 cartons give them please help us let us we just wanted to assist you just because you are old we want to take you to court but we forgive you in his presence they put him down pour kerosene and pour him say I will never forgive you they told him in heaven because he did not forgive that general overseer that is why you cannot enter his glorious house go back and settle talo dafo who was he fighting for he now woke up in Lagos they carry him to Ilesha the general overseer of the apostolic faith there from Ilesha they carry him to Ilesha the man has retired general overseer now at Ilesha when they now settle as he hug the man he died again. You that is still angry with somebody because he scolded you. Because pastor talk discipline you. Somebody tó wà nínú ẹ̀ tó ń kún sínú mọ́ báyìí. Ìwọ ni wọ́n mi tó ń lọ o. Ó sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí. Tó ṣe jà fún Ọlọ́run. Ọlọ́run ló ránṣẹ́. Tó wà lọ sínú mọ́tò gbàgbé lọ sí lórúkà. Ìwọ bá ń bá ẹ lò wá jà fún. You are fighting for your pocket. You are fighting for yourself. Where are you going? Ask yourself, where are you going? Teacher ti bá délé níbo ni mo ń. Ṣé dúró fún gbàdúrà fúnra ẹ̀? Má jẹ́ rìnrìn onírìnkù láyé, bá mi sọ dàdúrà.